Good morning. It's a
Good morning.
good opportunity to get together, and we've
Good
got
morning.
Joe on the line here too on Zoom from iFinance Mortgage, our broker of record. And today we are super excited to have Asad Shaikh from the Central Texas
Uh,
and Austin and Killeen market. Fantastic super realtor out there. And oh, look at him. He's so modest. So modest. Hey, welcome, Assad. We're glad to have you with us.
just doing my job, man. That's all. Nothing special about it.
Well,
We
speaking
have
of,
Texas finest.
yeah, that's right.
Yes, that's right.
Speaking of doing your job, tell us a little bit about how the market's been out there in your area in Central Texas, Austin and Killeen area, and how your business is doing.
Hey, man, it's just, to make it pretty simple, it's just like playing football. So you're playing football at the home ground, everything is nice, sunny weather. You in California, so it's sunny weather, beautiful. You just great day to have a game day. Then all of a sudden you ship to New England and you're playing in the
In the
snowy
snow.
blizzard, and it's a ice ball is a total different ball game. So you have to adapt to the conditions, what the market is. And during the COVID, it was a roller coaster. To me, it was a very artificial market because everything was just crazy out there. The interest rate was not normal, too many. So it's like, ideal conditions to get the transactions going, and the uh, it's a reality check now. So things getting back to normal. So it is what it is, and so yeah, that's what the game is, So now you're playing real football now, So
Ah. That's interesting because we've seen an exodus of people from California that are moving out to places like Texas, the hot spots like Austin area there, Dallas, places like that, and they're moving to Florida. But while they're leaving, more people are moving in too to California. So, how have you seen an impact of that? Have you seen a lot of transplants that are moving in over there? And I think you also have a huge military base over there in Killeen, right?
Yeah, it's Fort Cavazos. It used to be Fort Hood before,
That's
so
right.
they switched the name to Fort Cavazos. So that's what the base is. One of the biggest military base, not only in the U.S. but in the whole world. And it's one of the biggest transition center here. So that's where they first our heroes come to here at Fort Cavazos, and pardon me, I'm just trying to get used to the name. It's Fort Hood before. So
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of veterans, active duty, home buyers and sellers. So very fast market over here. And yeah, so that's where I am. And I mean, it's always busy, but yeah, too many changes. Yeah, from COVID to now, it's a lot of difference.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Assad, let me ask you a question. So what would you say is like your medium home prices there in your state in your state?
Uh, so in median home prices, if you talk about Central Texas, especially in the clean Fort Hood, so we're talking about at least like a standard house, 250 and up. It used to be a lower than that, but that's on average. If you're talking about Austin, it's at least like a four bedroom. We're talking about four-bedroom standard single family home in Austin, and you're talking about like at least $400,000 and up. And same thing goes with Dallas. So, 350, 400 and up, that's what you have to,
Yeah.
be ready if you're looking for a four-bedroom single family house, like a starter home, nothing fancy.
Now I know why people are moving to Texas out of
Yeah,
California. Oh my
yeah,
goodness.
man, that's right. Yeah, for them, they can sell their property for $1 million, and for them, they still get some change to buy a Porsche or any, and you will see all those luxury car dealerships popping up, in Austin, and I mean, Austin used to have it, but now they are making super nice driving on the highway. You see the big building with Porsche hanging on the roof, you know. That's so nice, yeah.
Wow. So that's the big marketing advertisement there. Hey, sell your house, put a ton of money in the bank, come out and buy a brand new property out there and stock your parking lot there with two or three Porsches, you know, and
Yeah,
have Assad will take care of you out there and we'll help you with the loan and call it
love
a
to.
day and see who else we can help.
Assad and John, I find it a winning combination, yeah.
That's a good partnership. Well, you know, Assad, with the current financial challenges that many people have experienced in their businesses and their income, and now we're, you know, talking about being in post-pandemic times, you know, what changes or pivots have you had to make in your business?
So to me, knowledge is power, right? So you have to educate your home buyers and sellers about what the market is. And again, you know, you have to, a realtor and a lender have to invest in not just what they read from the news or whatnot. Most people, they are talking about what they read in on the mainstream media, like, you know, nothing against that, you know, like CNN or newspaper and all. And that's where they get their information
Yeah,
from, you know.
it's true.
So we professionals, we have access to the data which normal people don't have because they're not licensed, they don't have, you know, interest into it, they don't want to pay for that information. So so the information we have or you have from the financial industry, not only you can predict the future, what's going to happen uh, uh, in 6 months to next 24 months. I mean, of course, we don't have a crystal ball, but the information we get is 70 to 80% that will happen. All right,
Hmm.
as you know, uh,
You're muted. Assad, you're muted. There, there
okay,
you go.
so
You're back.
common, can you hear me now?
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, all right. So the most common question we get right now is like, we going to buy when the interest rate will come down. So people don't understand there will three things will happen when the interest rate will come down. One, your inventory, which is already low, is, I mean, right now during pandemic, it was a month and a half inventory, a little bit more. Right now, it did increase a bit because of the interest rate, about 2 months and 2.25 or 2.5. To have to be a balanced market, it has to be a 5 month of supply, which is not there nationwide, right?
Hmm.
So
Right.
so so I tell my buyers three things will happen if you wait for, I mean, market crash or interest rate come down. Three things will happen. Number one, your inventory, which is low, will crash. So it's going to be lowest inventory available. B, more buyers out there will be bidding wars.
Hmm.
C, you're going to pick up dead money. What by picking up the dead money, what I mean, you're going to get into the bidding wars. You even if you won the bid, you bidding 20, 40 over, plus you catering to all the sellers' demands, like paying the seller's closing costs, paying the title policy, paying your closing costs, everything. So basically, you are throwing it all just to win the bid.
Right.
So that will happen. So what I am educating my buyers, if as a professional, forget that you want to buy. I'm telling you, if I want to buy, I will buy in this market. Why? A, because you know when there's a hurricane coming, birds will know first, right? So the
That's
birds
right.
fly
Watch the
first.
birds.
Watch the birds. so, so just to give you the simple narrative, uh, watch the investors, what the investors are doing, because they are the pro, they are the shark in the waters. Take the lead from them. So when the bidding wars were high, investors were not there, right? They're not interested picking up the dead money, right?
It's true.
Now the investors are in. They're playing big. I get calls a lot. Hey, Asad, you got any off-market properties? I want to know. So I do get questions from my clients that, hey, do you have any foreclosures? Do you have any off-market? Of course, I get access to those properties, but I tell them, even before you have your finger on that or click on that, they've been picked up. They're investors with the cash briefcase. They pick up those properties even before you go visit those properties.
Yeah,
So like watch the birds, like watch the investors. So what the investors are doing, so investors are picking up the property right now because they already know they can sell for more and they can always refinance. If the investors can do that, home buyers need to take that. So
absolutely.
if I want to pick up a property, I will pick up in this market right now. I'm saying forget about the buyers for right now. I'm just telling the buyers. I will tell you what I will do, what I will recommend my clients to do.
Yeah,
So you pick up in this market with the current mortgage rate, and you can refinance.
absolutely.
That's the interest rate. It's like if we know the gas costs $4 a gallon for say. So, I'm gonna put gas in my tank when the gas is 99 cents a gallon.
You're not going to be driving anywhere for a while.
Yeah, so I'm telling my prospect like, hey, you
Yeah.
know what? Based on the data I got, I do a lot of research. I have friends like you who will give me the knowledge. I invested into the coaching mentorship. I have a lot of friends in the financial market like you. So based on the data I have, correct me if I'm wrong, that the interest rate might dip a bit, but overall interest rate are going to stay the same until next year. Also, they are predicting the home prices will go up 7 to 9%. So what I'm telling my buyers, another benefit, you picking up the house in this market, let's say you picking up a standard home in Central Texas in clean area, clean tempo. I mean, it's still affordable. So $300,000, you taking a mortgage at the rate of, let's say, about seven something, about 8%, let's say 8% interest rate, you picking it up a $300,000 house. Let's say the interest rate, that's the market rate right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So if you wait till next year and the interest rate will dip a bit, like let's say even if it's 6.85 or something, all right. The loan, which you can pick up a $300,000 loan right now at 8%, you have to, if the prices goes up, more likely, I don't have a crystal ball, but that's what the
Yeah.
prediction. A lot of companies are moving it, more jobs in Central Texas. So if the price go by 330, 340, 360, you have to get a higher loan.
That's right.
So the home you can afford right now, you have to pay more for that.
Yeah. Your purchasing power could go down later on. And so one phrase that we're hearing a lot, Joe and I, is, marry the house, date the rate. Right? If you want that house, you get it now. You can always refinance it. And I'll tell you something from our meeting this morning that Joe and I had with United Wholesale Mortgage, the #1 wholesale lender in the country. They are gearing up. They're hiring more and more people. Why? Because the president and CEO, Matt Ishbia, he doesn't have that crystal ball either, but he knows that very, very soon, whether it's 12 months from now, 18 months from now, whatever it is, those rates are going to come back and dip. And people that are at the 7s and close to 8s, they're going to refinance. We're going to help them. So now, like you said, is a good time, a great time to purchase still. So I'm glad that you're educating, your clients that way. We're telling them the same thing. And, Asad, I wanted to ask you, I see that you are very, very active on social media. And what impact has social media had for your business?
Well, to be honest with you, I mean, I'm not the very first video I made a few years ago. My uncle called me. I said, "Oh, you're just saying, oh, you cannot even talk," So,
I
but again,
remember.
you just have to keep going. So, I use it to leverage to contact the clientele I have, kind of educate them on the information I have, first-hand information. It's hard for me to call a database of 10,000 plus prospects I have
Sure.
and give them the information. So social media is it's a fantastic way to get that outreach. And also, again, if anybody else want to use it, I think people should know from professionals. So it's like going to a doctor, So if you have a heart problem, you don't go to WebMD and they said, all right, that's what you need to do, fix your heart. You go to you go to your cardio, you find out, sir, dog, dog, what's wrong with you? So get your
Right.
test done and everything.
Go
So
to the specialist.
go to the specialist. Yeah, if they have any financial question, they have to go to the lender. As the lender, that's if that this pertaining information is correct or not. So social media, that's what it's doing, and that's what I'm telling them. As the profession, don't listen to the mainstream media because they're giving you the picture of the what's going on in the country, and all the markets are not created equal. So that's where the professional comes in. So you need to talk to a professional, your local market expert, to see what if that's a true fact or not, and so that's what I use social media to have my own platform to let people know that things they should consider, think they should not.
Yeah, I've noticed that, and you're really a fantastic resource to answering questions on Facebook and your groups and your different pages that you have. I've seen that, and I remember years ago when Joe and I first met you, and we were talking about doing these things, more videos. We need to be more active on social media, and then we did some of it, but we weren't always that comfortable doing it. And now I see you taking videos in your car, your office, when you're out, and that has an impact. People see that you are out and about, you are working hard, you're pounding the pavement, you're working hard for your clients out there, and it's really noticeable. So that's super awesome. Well, a final question for you, Asad, is what advice would you offer to other realtors or professionals to be successful in their business right now? What advice might you be able to leave them with?
Well, that's a tough question, So everybody, like, we live in a uh uh we all want an easy fix. We love drive-throughs. We love Uber. We love Dash.
Instant
We love
gratification.
Amazon. Click, click, click. There's no short-term answer. You have to like Steve Curry. There are a lot of athletes out there, right? Tom Brady, and but Steve Curry, fans go in the court to see him practice because he come to the court before the rest of the players, and he leaves at the very end. He loves his job. Tom Brady, I mean, even though I don't like, I mean, of course, nothing wrong against Patriots or whatever team the Bucks I think he played with. Yeah, but I love the athlete. His focus, he said, he got a tunnel vision when you go on the field. You don't dissect the noise and just focus on the game. So the only advice I will give, uh, it comes with experience. If somebody want to be John Rodriguez, high finance, or Joe, cannot do it overnight. So you have to get the knowledge. You have to up your game. You have to, and especially the market right now is very competitive. It's not for starters, definitely. So for starters, I want to give them, just don't be disheartened. Just dig in. Might take a little longer unless you're a rock star. You're a born athlete. You can take off right off the bat. But if you're a starter, every starter, like let's say me, you might take some time until you get like. I just want to say one thing: if you don't have 100 deals as a lender or as a realtor or as a lawyer, you're not quite there yet. So you have to get your 100. So once you get your 100, get all the confidence. And like I have a friend, you do 100 cases, they are all 100 different cases. Same thing goes for the realtors and lenders. Those 100 files, they all have different stories to it. So, and with those stories, you have different experiences. With those experiences, you build your different 100 skills. So get your 100, and then, of course, I'm still learning. I'm not saying I still feel like I'm just starting. I just and yeah, I'm still learning from friends like you, and I'm collaboration is the key. You have to partner with the right lenders who share your mindset, who understand you. So in real estate, that's what they say. Your lenders and your realtors, so they are a match. So they
Yeah.
are they,
Yeah.
they have to be on the same page and everything. So they, because their interest is the same, we both have to work together to make sure it's a smooth transaction. So
Right.
so we have to understand the file together. We have to help it out to make sure we get a smooth closing. That's the end goal, to make sure we have happy customers. And of course, if you take care of your clients will take care of you, and you will get the recommendations from them and referrals from them. And what I only thing I can tell them is always relationships over transactions. So you have to get to that level. You have to feel like you have to love your job, like I mentioned, Tom Brady, Steve Curry. To love your job, you have to be on the field every day. You have to hustle. You have to try to understand every case, every file is different. You have to take one at a time
Yeah.
until you
Well,
get confidence.
that's so true. And those are such good gems to share. And Joe, you've been in this business a long time as a lender, and maybe I just ask your thoughts too on what advice you would give to folks to stay in the game. You're muted, Joe.
Oh, thank you. Like Asad was saying, right? It's relationship over transaction. And I think one of the biggest things is like I'm seeing Asad here. I think we first met Asad about 5-6 years ago. And it's exciting to see that you're still in the game. We're still in the game, and I think that's one of the keys. One of the biggest advice that I can give to anyone is never give up. Never give up. Always go for that one more deal. Try one more day. If you're failing over and over, just keep going. Don't stop. It's one of those things. Every no that you get gets closer to the next yes. For me, no means next opportunity, right? But you're never gonna get to that yes if you quit. And the sad part is that a lot of people, they quit after their third or fourth no, right? And then they live their life of I coulda, woulda, shoulda. I could have done that. I would have done that. I should have done that, and they didn't do anything. So my biggest advice is don't quit, don't give up, think big, dream big, and just keep hustling every single day.
Yeah, that's powerful. And with a lot of people leaving the business right now, we're seeing lenders close their shop. We're seeing loan officers looking for new work. They're doing other things. Realtors have left the business. But you know what? Those of us that have rolled up our sleeves and we stay in it, we grind every single day. We're out there building new relationships, securing the ones we already have. We're trying new networking techniques. We're using social media to our advantage and to help other people grow their business. We do not give up, like you said. We're the ones that are going to be left standing. In fact, when this big boom hits and the rates drop again and people are ready to purchase and they're ready to refinance, guess who's going to be there to get the business? Assad's going to be there. Joe's going to be there. John's going to be there. We're all going to be there if we work hard. So, hey, Asad, thank you so much for joining us today.
Hey, man, my
All the way
pleasure.
from Texas via the cyber waves here, and Joe too. Really appreciate it, and keep up the good work out there, buddy. Look forward to closing some deals with you and helping some families.
All right, pawn.
Take care, Assad.
All right, take
All
care.
right, thank you, guys. All right, good luck.